Hey everyone, before we start the podcast, I want to tell you about the best sports supplements that will make you look and feel amazing. Legion Athletics is committed to helping you become a better version of yourself. Whether you want to lose weight, like me, gain muscle, or just get in better shape, they will help you. One of my favorite things about them is that they use all natural ingredients with no artificial food dyes, fillers, or any other crap that you don't need in your body. Now you may be wondering, well, I don't know what products to get. Just go to their website, legionathletics.com, and take a short quiz, which will help you decide which supplements will work best for you. Oh yeah, and best of all, it's free shipping with a full money-back guarantee, as well as an extra 10% off your order when you enter the coupon code WWE Recap. So again, if you want to feel like a phenomenal one, see what I did there? Then all you got to do is go to legionathletics.com right now and use the coupon code WWE Recap. You know, we got to do one more thing before we start the show. I got to thank our new supporter on Patreon. Thank you very much, William Price. You're awesome. If you want to donate yourself, just go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. And you could also get a new t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/what's wrong with wrestling for only $19.99. And I want to thank Adam Wilson for buying a new t-shirt this week. So go ahead and buy one as well. Do it.
Do it.
Be like Adam. Be cool like Adam.
Be cool.
That's all.
1, 2, is this on?
Charlotte has been a standout competitor since she first stepped foot in the WWE. She beat me fair last week. I'm not taking that from her. But she going around here running her mouth talking about she's the best and she's the greatest. Man, who does she think she is, Muhammad Ali?
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. Make sure you follow the show on Twitter at Wrong Wrestling and watch the show on YouTube.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Bizzano, along with Eric Hamilton, who's creeping up behind me over there. What's going on? What's going on, Eric? Where are you?
It's a house of horrors, Randy.
Oh, Randy.
Oh, Randy.
It's a house of horrors.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
It's a house of shit.
It's a house of something. Jeez. Wow.
House of dog shit,
What's
Randy.
going on, Randy?
Randy?
Yeah, so,
So what did you think of Payback?
let's see. They should pay me back that money that I spent on the WWE Network.
You need to stop doing that.
Yes, please. Thank you. And
Oh,
goodbye.
man. Bad stuff.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's been quite a 72-hour shitstorm in professional wrestling, I guess.
It has. I mean,
It really has.
You know, but really, we should thank Gordon for at least having the courtesy to shave before he came to the arena from the House of Horrors.
Well, you know, he was probably doing like a Norelco commercial. He was like, you know, after I've had the shit beat out of me in some crazy horror house, I like to bust up my beard a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you had Strowman and Roman.
Strowman Reigns.
Reigns.
I like it.
And then they cut to Raw Talk as the pay-per-view ends, and then he's spitting up blood. And
Going in Raw.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's called, right? Going in Raw?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's definitely not another podcast
Yeah.
that we compete with. No. So good
Oh,
job.
is it?
Huh?
Is it really?
Yeah, there's a podcast called Going in Raw.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yep.
Wow.
So, good job there, buddy.
That wasn't a shout out to those guys.
Thanks a lot.
Good work.
Now they owe us a shout out. So if you listen to both podcasts, tell them that
we
need a shout out now.
Yeah.
We could use it more than them, that's for sure. Yeah, so we got through Payback. If you want to see the video recap, Josh and I did one Sunday night. It's on youtube.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Yeah.
You could watch it there. Just like, hopefully you're watching us now.
Hi.
Hello.
People, hi.
But yes, so after Payback, you know,
we have to keep paying for it.
You have, WWE deserves a chance to redeem themselves, but they didn't. They didn't with either show, Raw or SmackDown. They were both bad.
Terrible.
So I guess we should just dive right into it. Oh, and by the way, if you did watch the Payback recap, you'll know that, Joe won the Payback scoreboard Scorecard, yeah. But since there was no main title up for grabs on the pay-per-view, that was also the case on the podcast.
Oh.
So Joe won. Really, Joe won he won so that he gets an opportunity at my title. That's how it works, right? We all know how it works.
Exactly how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
If we're fans of the show, we have to know this is how it works.
Yeah, so congratulations to Joe. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, even if I was going to give this up, which I'm not.
Yeah.
So, now he has a chance to win it at the next pay-per-view.
All right.
At Backlash.
Yeah.
And if not then Great Balls of Fire!
Ooh. Hey, we may be at that one.
Maybe.
Just
maybe. We might be at the worst named pay-per-view of all time.
We might be there. I hope we can get floor tickets so we can have a chair to commemorate it.
I mean, think about it. We could see Strowman Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
We could see Rollins Samoa Joe Part 3.
Yes.
Let's see. Ambrose Miz Part 50.
Yeah.
Finn Balor
and
Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Part 2.
Because who needs SummerSlam?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's not going to be good.
No.
It's not going to be good.
It's not good.
I don't know if it's worth a trip to Dallas, but we'll see. If
see.
Everything works out, we will see. So, yeah, Monday Night Raw starts with Alexa Bliss's championship celebration.
All hail Alexa Bliss.
All hail Alexa Bliss. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, she's amazing.
Absolutely.
Every Raw woman superstar is already standing in the ring, and then she comes out to say that she is the goddess of WWE.
Yes.
She then walks up to Mickey and Sasha to sarcastically thank them. Alexa then, of course, kisses Nia Jax's ass. You know why she does that? Because she's a monster. So you have to do that.
Yeah.
Alexa then stands on kind of like the Olympic... What would you call that? Like the Olympic standee, like when you win the gold?
No, not a podium.
Well, if you saw the show, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like at the Olympics when you go and stand on the thing
there's
when you won
there's
gold.
a tall one and a medium one and a short one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except there was just one for her. So
just one, because there's only one.
There's only one champion.
Yeah.
You don't win bronze or silver.
There's not like a second place women's champion.
Exactly. So she stands on that while she makes fun of Bayley and her family. And poor old Bailey's crying like a baby.
Oh,
she's a crybaby.
Poor little guy.
And then she tackles Alexa, and all of the women start to brawl.
Oh, no.
And we'll be right back for an 8-woman tag match.
Who saw that coming?
Unfortunately, everyone.
Did you get in on this Beat the Clock challenge?
No.
I
mean, I definitely won. Well, see, every time I was about to win, Nia Jax got tagged in the match.
Because she's a monster.
So it ruined it for me. Yeah. I know, Josh, that would just make it happen right away. But for me, it just doesn't work. I'm sorry.
It was like, monster.
Yeah. It's just like oh, man, my friend's calling me now. Oh, what? What? What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on here.
So, yeah, we have Bayley, Sasha, Mickey, and Dana versus Alexa, Emma, Nia, and Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
It's the only thing I like about the cruiserweights, I think.
Yeah. Thank you, Noam Dar.
Alicia Fox. So, midway into the match, Sasha had Alexa... I'm sorry. She had Alicia Fox in a hold. Alicia Fox in a hold. And then Alexa yelled at her, "Come on, Fox." And then Alicia yelled back, "I'm trying." So that was kind of weird. Yeah. I don't know. That was weird.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Alicia then throws Sasha out of the ring and we go to commercial.
Why didn't she say back to her, well, try harder?
Yeah, exactly. Try harder.
Keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all end up brawling outside the ring again, and we're left with Bayley and Alexa. Bayley picks Alexa up for a body slam, but Alexa rakes Bayley's eyes. And this is how Cole announces that. Because she rakes her eyes, the ref's looking right at them, but Cole yells, "Oh, the referee didn't see it! The referee was blinded!" No, he wasn't. He wasn't blinded at all. He was looking right at both of them. So she got away with the eye rake, and Cole tried to save face, I guess, for the referee.
Just stop.
But it just makes you look stupider.
It really does.
You might as well just be like, "What's the referee thinking?
Yeah.
Is this referee gone
Cole
rogue?"
has been on a hot streak of just fucking up everything lately.
Yeah, since like 2002, I'd say.
Maybe he should go back to having highlights.
He was
in his
even
hair.
a bad interviewer. Remember he was an interviewer?
He really was.
He was like Tom Phillips. Maybe that's what they want. They just want a robot to interview the wrestlers. I don't understand why.
Yes, I guess so.
I mean, Gene Okerlund was not a robot. He was like the best backstage interviewer.
Yeah. He understood mechanics of interviewing.
Maybe they feel like if the interviewer has somewhat of a personality, it takes away from the wrestlers. Because we all know, like, Baron Corbin has none. So if the interviewer is, like, better at talking than Corbin, then that makes him look like an idiot.
Interviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
so you have to have, like, your good announcer or, like, your normal announcer.
Right.
And then someone who's just garbage to, like, interview, like, people like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So Alexa hits the DDT and pins Bayley for the win. So I guess no more Twisted Bliss for Alexa, right? For some reason, they don't want top rope finishers. You know?
Which is dumb.
Like, why can't she do it? Why can't Seth Rollins do the Phoenix Splash? Why can't she do Twisted Bliss? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Top rope moves just aren't powerful anymore. Bayley won at WrestleMania with the elbow drop.
Uh-huh.
Because Macho Man. But
yeah.
I just don't get it. The Twisted Bliss was cool. Why can't she do it?
It really was.
Why does everyone have a DDT finisher now?
Yeah.
Like
Calm down, Ambrose.
Ambrose does it well. Give it to him.
Okay.
Bobby Roode's is the glorious DDT.
All right.
Sure.
His is good.
But Alexa's
Wait,
is...
his isn't good. It's glorious.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
But at least he picks them up, and slams them. Ambrose does the double... What is it called?
The double arm DDT.
Yeah, the double arm DDT.
The Dirty Deeds.
Well, yes. It's called the Dirty Deeds, yeah. But when Foley had it, it was the double arm DDT, right?
It was called the Holy Foley.
No, it was not.
Are you sure? Trivia!
That's that stupid show where his daughter wants to wrestle, but she really doesn't.
Oh, my dad!
But Alexis is just a DDT.
Yeah.
There's nothing
special about it.
About her DDT.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not trying to shit on her because she had a legitimate finisher.
Because that's not one of your fetishes.
No, I don't want to do that to her. No, I'll do that to Bayley.
No Cleveland Steamas.
No, definitely not. I just don't know why you take away the cool finishers.
Yeah.
Because she's a heel. She can't have a cool finish. I just don't understand.
Seth Rollins can't have a cool finisher.
No.
I think Finn Balor could do something cooler.
Well,
I don't really care.
His is a top. Oh, well, no, I agree there.
I don't care for the coup de
they
grace.
let him do a top rope finisher, though.
Yeah.
Well, is it because his is kind of lame? Is that why? As long as it's a lame top rope finisher, you can do it? But Neville's is good.
Neville's is good.
But now he's a bad guy, so he's not even doing it that much anymore.
Exactly.
He does a submission move, which is boring and lame. So, I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I really don't get it.
Can you imagine, like, Strowman doing a top rope move? Holy shit.
Yeah. His flying headbutt he did from the second rope, but yeah.
Geez.
So anyways, on to Enzo versus Gallows. Yes, you really actually had to watch that on Monday.
Wait,
I know
what?
you're yawning already.
What?
Enzo versus Gallows?
Yeah. All right, yeah.
So
wake me up here.
Enzo and Cass come out, and Enzo says that he and Cass gave Gallows and Anderson the beating of their life at Payback. I'm sorry. You won with a roll-up.
Yeah.
How did you give someone the beating of their life and you had to win via fruit roll-up? That's stupid.
Hey, Enzo, remember that time? Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, no.
We gave him the beating of their life. You know, whatever.
Big Cass rolled his ass up like a Philly blunt, and you can't teach that.
Exactly. Gosh, this stupid wire. Hold on a second. All the time. Stupid wire. All right.
Is it the wire you're really mad at, or is there something you're not telling us?
No, it's the wire. So anyways, Gallows and Anderson attack them from behind, but Enzo and Cass still throw them out of the ring, and the match starts when we come back from commercial. Enzo then does Orton's punt to the head to Gallows, and he hits it. He hits it, and they call it the field goal.
What?
They call it the field goal. He hits it.
Orton can do it amazingly.
Yeah.
Enzo can do it, and Orton's banned from doing it. Enzo does
Enzo
it poorly with a terrible name.
Right.
Yeah, go for it. Maybe it's because he weighs like 37 pounds, and it's like being like.
But Seth Rollins can't do the curb stomp.
No, of course not. It's dangerous. Okay, yeah, Enzo, go ahead and kick that guy right in the head.
Exactly.
Please.
I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference? I don't know.
What's the difference between you and me? I don't know.
So Enzo gets to the top rope, but Anderson distracts him, and Gallows hits his singles finisher, which is kind of like a facelift, and he gets the win.
Meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
We're tired of this feud.
What's the rating on that match? Meh.
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So backstage, TJ Perkins, or TJP as they now call him.
Oh, you mean PJ Twerkins?
PJ Twerkins.
Yeah.
He walks up and asks Neville, I thought Aries wasn't on the Neville level. Get it? And then Neville tells Perkins, shut the fuck up, you little nothing.
You little fuck.
He tells Perkins to tread carefully and that TJ needs to take care of Austin Aries in his match tonight because, we got to have that match again.
Of course. Yeah. Haven't seen it before. Enough.
And then next up is the segment that they called What's Next for Seth Rollins, which I feel is like what they said in the writer's room like the day before. Like, so what do we do now?
Yeah. Just like right before the draft, the fate of Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Right. Like beating Triple H should mean more than just, I'm just going to have another random feud and it's not going to mean
beating Triple H should mean more than like, let's see, where can we put you? Oh, the placeholder title. Because we don't have a champion anymore.
Not even that, turns out, though.
No. Yeah.
So anyways, Rollins gets in the ring and he says now that he's taking care of Triple H and Samoa Joe, there's only one thing left to do.
I want the beast. I want Brock Lesnar. I want the Universal Championship. And I've been to Suplex City, and I'm not afraid to go back.
Well, sorry, kid. You don't get to do it.
You don't get jack shit.
You don't get jack shit. Sorry.
Hey, remember your hopes and dreams? Yeah, I fucked them good in the bathroom.
Exactly. So Finn Balor comes out and he reminds Seth that he beat him to become the first ever Universal Champion, which he never really lost. So of course he gets first dibs. Okay, fine. I'm fine with that.
I'll stand behind that 100%.
Yeah. So then Uncle Dean comes out and says, Brock fights when Brock wants to fight. So as of right now, the Intercontinental Championship is the #1 title on Raw.
Thank you, Dean Ambrose, for keeping it real.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So Miz and Maurice come out, and Miz calls Dean an embarrassment of a champion. He's the best athlete. He keeps rambling on until all three of them yell "shut up" at the same time. Ambrose then pulls out his cell phone, calls Kurt Angle with a proposal, and says Kurt approved that there will be a triple threat match between Rollins, Balor, and The Miz to decide who will be the #1 contender for the IC title.
Cool.
So thanks a lot for teasing us with that Balor and Rollins.
Yeah.
Possibly
rematch.
Facing Brock Lesnar.
We didn't want to see that. We want We want to see them fight for the Intercontinental Champion.
Right. Exactly.
Chip.
Remember that's where it's really at. You really just want to be the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. Who wants to be world champion?
And you really just want to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but then never cash in.
Yes,
that's what you want to do.
That should be every aspiring superstar's career plan.
Yeah. So you could always be like,
mediocrity.
Hey, I'm not going to cash this in, but would it be great if I did though?
It would be great if I did.
You can imagine what it'd be like if I did.
I can imagine you guys going crazy.
Yeah.
When I cashed it, if I cashed it in and won it, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of tag matches that you hate, next up we have Tony Nese, Brian Kendrick, and Noam Dar versus Rich Swann, Akira Tozawa, and Jack Gallagher. Why, God, why? Why? By the way, Gallagher also brought 2 extra umbrellas for Swann and Tozawa. And Cole says, when he does that, this is what 205 Live is all about. It's all about umbrellas, apparently, to Michael Cole.
That's the QVC.
It's just so much fun.
Because we're having a blast here.
Yeah, I'll pass on 205 Live. Thanks.
Hard pass.
So Gallagher hits Kendrick with his running dropkick finisher. That's still is probably better than Seth Rollins' finisher.
Sure.
The running dropkick. And that's a bad finisher.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. It's still a bad finisher, but it's still better than
terrible.
Seth Rollins. Yeah. So Sheamus and Cesaro, because Rollins broke Cena's nose,
Yeah.
and Cena won that match.
Yeah.
So clearly it's not a good finisher.
No.
So Sheamus and Cesaro come out to explain their actions of why they attacked the Hardy Boys after their loss at Payback.
You know, let's rewind here for a second.
Sure.
And let's really break this down.
Yeah.
So Seth Rollins, buckle bomb,
Uh-huh.
ends a career of Sting, injured Finn Balor,
Yeah.
the knee finisher,
Right.
broke John Cena's nose,
Right.
the curb stomp, never injured one person.
Exactly.
Ban that shit. You can never do it. Everything else is fine.
Gee, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Wow.
come on.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's a disconnect here.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Because, it's okay if it is dangerous, but if it looks dangerous.
Yeah. It can be dangerous as shit. Just don't make it look dangerous.
But again, driving someone's head for a tombstone pile driver, if kids did that, it's bad. My brother did it, not Joe. My other brother tombstoned me for real. It was bad. It hurt horribly. I landed on my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I continue to do this podcast with a broken freaking neck. No, not really. Just kidding.
Good one. Good one.
So anyway, Sheamus apparently showed Cesaro the darkness.
the darkness.
And he liked
Calm
it.
down, Charlie Murphy.
The darkness. No, he showed him
Yeah.
he showed him the darkness.
So Cesaro is now heel.
He is. And Mick Foley he must be watching at home like,
He's-
not like this. Not like this. No.
He's rolling in his grave.
Yeah. He needs to come back and yell at someone while his teeth fly out again.
Yeah.
So Sheamus says the Hardy Boys stole their moment at WrestleMania. Cesaro says the crowd, basically he said the crowd had a case of the member berries because when the Hardys returned, it was like, oh, member? Because he said they were like, the crowd all went nostalgia when the Hardys returned. Sheamus then says that's the tooth of it after he kicked Jeff's tooth out at Payback.
Touche, Cesaro.
Yeah.
Touche.
Well, if you like that, you're definitely not going to like this because then at the end, their tagline for their new evil tag team is, we don't set the bar, we are the bar.
Arm bar.
So, wait, so the bar is not being the tag champions?
That's it.
That's the bar?
That's it.
What?
Being failed number one contender 6 times?
Yeah, seriously.
Come on.
Okay. So the Hardy Boys come out, and Matt says they're here to respond to their post-match attack.
Yeah.
Jeff and Matt yell delete, and then they rush the ring, but Sheamus and Cesaro run away. Because
So technically, the Bunny Boys are above the bar because they've never lost for a tag match
they haven't?
or like a tag title match.
Yeah, right. They haven't
tag
had one.
title
but
match.
Sure. Right.
Yeah.
So backstage, Charlie Caruso asks The Miz about his match, and he starts to talk while the camera zooms in on him. But when it zooms out, we see that Dean Ambrose is holding the microphone. Oh, Dean, you're so funny. Oh, Dean. So Dean asks The Miz if his hair gel gets in his hair during his matches, and The Miz just walks away because he's upset. That was offensive. Hair gel.
Grumpy Miz.
Yeah. Ambrose then throws it back to Gene and Bobby as we go to commercial. I like that. That was funny.
Yeah.
Back to you, Gene and Bobby. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Heath Slater versus Apollo Crews. You want to know why?
Why?
Oh, you really want to know?
No.
Okay, so earlier tonight on YouTube, Slater was giving Apollo Crews some fatherly advice since his girlfriend just had a baby. But then Titus O'Neil walks up and complains that Crews didn't ask him. I don't know why that resulted in a match between Slater and Crews, but okay, whatever.
So who knocked up Cruz's girlfriend? Enzo.
Scientology?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
So Crews gets the win with the spinning sit-down powerbomb. After the match, Titus takes a selfie with Apollo and Rhino photobombs him
Oh, they're so funny.
while eating crackers, I think.
He was
Cheese and crackers.
eating cheese and crackers.
Yeah.
If he was there was crackers involved.
Great stuff.
Crack ass.
Now I want to bring up the most pointless part of Monday Night Raw. It could have been the best part, but it was the most pointless part, which was when Kurt Angle came out. And at first, he announces that Roman Reigns re-injured his ribs and has other internal injuries, and Braun Strowman tore his rotator cuff. So they're both very, very injured. Angle then says both men are not done with each other. Unfortunately, fuck. But then dip. Bray Wyatt comes out, introduces himself to Kurt, and then says he's the savior of Monday Night Raw. Bray asks Angle if he's going to let him do what he does or stand in his way. Angle tells him, this is my show, but then Bray says, well, this is my world.
Ooh.
And then does he give Kurt Angle a Sister Abigail?
No.
Does he attack him or do something?
No.
No, he just says, this is my world. Dip. We go to commercial. So what was that? What was that about?
Okay.
Is that setting up Bray Wyatt versus Angle for SummerSlam or something?
No. Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
You got to play it out for a few months.
A few months?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just don't understand. Nothing happened there.
No.
That was a waste of time.
Yeah, it was.
Another cock tease.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be cool. Oh, no. Bray Wyatt's such a bad guy, Eric. He's such a bad guy that he'll interrupt you during a promo. Oh, wait, John Cena does that. Oh, wait, every wrestler does that.
Oh, okay.
So what's really so evil about Bray Wyatt?
Randy.
That could be their excuse to have him turn face. Like, of course he's a face. He's never done anything bad.
Yeah, of course.
He's always pretty nice to everyone, actually.
Yeah.
He just says that he's going to beat them.
He brings donuts and
he always says he's going to beat someone, but then he doesn't. So how bad can he really be?
What a nice guy.
What a nice
he
guy.
puts everyone over.
Puts everyone over, exactly. So we go backstage again, and this time Ambrose interviews Seth Rollins and asks him if he becomes a number one contender. Do you think you have what it takes to beat Ambrose for the IC title? Rollins replies, well, I have beaten Ambrose before, and you should know that. And Ambrose says, yeah, well, I've beaten you. And then Rollins says, yeah, well, I have some new tricks up my sleeve, so you might be surprised. And then Dean's like, yeah, well, you surprised me once, but never again. And then Rollins like, well, you're a slut. And then Dean's like, well, you're a slut.
And then they make out.
And then they really make out while Roman faps in the corner.
with his good arm because the other one's injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Rollins walks away and then he throws it back to Gorilla. He's back to you, Gorilla. So again, funny Dean.
Oh, you so funny.
So funny. Next up, we have Austin Aries versus PJ Twerkins. Aries gets the win after making Perkins tap out to the last chancery. After the match, Perkins attacks Aries and puts him in the knee bar until the ref finally pulls him off. Who cares? Boring.
Until the ref finally pulls him out.
Exactly. And then backstage, Ambrose interviews Finn Balor about the match tonight. And then he hands him a donut. And he's like, for God's sakes, eat a carb, man. Come on. Gain some weight or something. So Balor takes a bite of the donut, hands it back to Dean, who, he takes some bites as well. He does. And then Elias Sampson walks by, strumming his guitar. And Dean asks him if he knows any Pearl Jam. But Sampson ignores him and walks away. It was pretty funny. Pretty funny segment.
Yeah, Dean wasn't bad this week.
No.
He's always good for a comic relief.
He is.
Yeah.
But the Golden Truth, they are not good for comic relief.
They're not good for
anything. Anything? I'm Ron Burgundy. Backstage, the Golden Truth tell Kurt that they want to challenge the Hardy Boys for the tag team titles. Kurt, however, says that their win-loss record just isn't good enough, but on SmackDown, Jinder Mahal and Breezango can get title shots.
Yeah.
Let's remember that.
Hey, yeah, but you gotta remember that Jinder Mahal went to SmackDown and his win-losses reset. So he was at 0 losses, which was better than anyone else.
I still feel like he lost a couple since he joined SmackDown.
I think we've lost more than he has, honestly.
But then Angle says that they will have a tag team turmoil match next week, and the winners will become the number one contenders. I can't imagine the Golden Truth winning that.
Let's see what's the over? What's the percentage of people winning? Golden Truth.
1%.
Okay. Who else is a tag team?
Enzo and Cass.
Enzo and Cass.
What do you think?
-4%.
Come on.
Gallows
15%?
3%.
Because, I guess so.
Yeah.
Gallows and Anderson?
-15%.
And what? The rest just goes to Sheamus and Cesaro?
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least with the SmackDown 6-pack challenge for the number one contender. Like, it was all shitty guys. And we were all like, why the fuck would any of these guys be number one contender? So we were actually kind of surprised when it was Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
But with this, I mean, it's like, oh, you have a really shitty tag team, a tag team that never makes it when it counts, and then a tag team that's just there to be buried.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Cesaro and Sheamus.
Well, now it's main event time for Raw. We got Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins versus The Miz to decide the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, boy.
The crowd was pretty hot for this match, so that definitely helped. And it was a good match.
Yeah.
There was some miscommunication between Balor and Rollins at one point where Rollins jumped off the top rope and Balor thought that Rollins was going for the flying knee, but instead he went for a crossbody, so they both landed awkwardly.
Yes.
So there was one botch spot there. But later, Balor punts Miz in the head, but, again, fuck the curb stomp,
It's
right?
not Orton.
Yeah. Rollins was on fire for this match. This is one of Rollins' best matches since he's been back. It was a very good match for him.
Yeah. Mainly because it wasn't against Samoa Joe.
Maybe. Or a 50-year-old guy.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of close calls, but when Seth hit the superplex into the Falcon Arrow and the Miz kicks out, that's just ridiculous.
Yes, absolutely.
That's just ridiculous.
Yep.
But then Samoa Joe comes out, he slams Rollins outside the ring, and he's like, "We're not finished yet." And the audience is like, "Why? But why aren't we, though?
Can we please be finished?
Can we be finished?" Balor then kicks Miz into the corner. He's about to go for the coup de grace, but then dip! Bray Wyatt shows up, pushes Balor off the top rope, and hits Finn with Sister Abigail. And The Miz pins Balor to become the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship for probably the 25th time in his career, I'm guessing. And I think maybe it's actually more than that. So just like
Bray
we
Wyatt
thought...
wants the Demon Kang.
Yeah. So just like we thought, it's Miz versus Ambrose.
Yeah,
Again.
exactly.
Again.
I mean, did you have any doubt when this match started? I mean, it's like, okay, we got face Dean. He's not going to turn heel.
Right.
He's going against two massive faces.
Yep.
And a heel.
Right.
Obviously, it's The Miz.
Superstar Shakeup.
Woo!
You gotta love it. Superstar Shakeup. So on to SmackDown. You know what SmackDown does to make up for Raw?
Oh, go on.
Nothing. They really did nothing.
They did nothing.
So SmackDown begins earlier today backstage with Jinder Mahal forcing a photographer to do a photo shoot of him with the WWE Championship.
With Randy Orton's plate still on it.
With Randy Orton's plates. And this is a trick WWE likes to do to have a different champion without having a different champion, I stole the belt. Oh, look, it's a different champion when it's really not.
Yeah, but we kind of covered this. They stole the belt so that the other match didn't have to be for the title.
Right. And then as soon as that match ends, Shane shows up and takes the belt from Mahal.
Yeah.
And Mahal's such a little bitch, he just lets Shane take it from him.
Yeah.
You stole the belt, now you're just going to let Shane take it from you?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Fine, I don't need this belt.
But then Shane gives Mahal, and really the audience, some bad news that Mahal's going to face Sami Zayn again. Oh, my God.
Wait, what?
Oh, my God.
Oh, well, no, it's fine because, he lost to him like 37 times on Raw.
And
so
I
obviously.
guess he has to make up for that all those losses.
Yeah.
And, Superstar Shakeup, don't forget that.
If the stipulation was if Mahal won, all those losses are null and void.
Yeah.
His record's expunged.
And again, the Superstar Shakeup is, if you had to define it, basically like, hey, remember those matches you saw on Raw? Well, now you're going to see them on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Remember the matches you saw on SmackDown? Now you're going to see them on Raw.
Exactly.
It's going to be great.
Superstar Shakeup.
That's their Superstar Shakeup.
Mm-hmm.
It's garbage. So we have the intro to SmackDown. Shane then comes out to the ring to introduce the newest member of SmackDown Live, the new United States champion, Chris Jericho.
Woo!
So Y2J comes out, and once again, he has a great new slogan.
I'm going to give you what you need, because this is the new show of Jericho. Smack it down, man!
Oh, I'm smacking it down.
Yeah.
Be sure of that.
I'm smacking it right now.
Yeah. So Shane tells Jericho that he will be defending the U.S. title against Kevin Owens later on in the show. And, because he has a Fozzy tour. Shane
Yes.
should have just been like, you get that Fozzy tour?
Hey, aren't you going on tour, Chris?
Yeah. So AJ Styles shows up and reminds Chris that SmackDown Live is the house that he built.
Accurate.
Of course, don't forget that.
Yep.
Styles then tells Jericho that he wants to take the U.S. title from him at Backlash if he's still the champion after tonight.
If. That's a big if.
So you know what happens when you doubt Chris Jericho?
Oh, what happens?
So he teases putting Styles on the list of Jericho.
Good.
But then KO comes out, interrupts him before he can do it.
Stupid.
And he says that he will take back what is rightfully his.
Jericho, you think the Festival of Friendship was bad? You think WrestleMania was bad? You have no idea what's coming at you tonight. And AJ Styles, what the hell are you even doing out here? This isn't about you. This is about me. So get the hell out of my ring.
Wait,
Yeah.
technically, wasn't AJ Styles the number one contender for that title?
Yeah, but I guess KO had his rematch clause.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I guess it makes some sense.
It makes no sense.
No sense. All right, fair enough. So AJ gets out of the ring and attacks Owens at the ramp, and we go to commercial as the refs separate them.
Oh, okay.
And then our first match is Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, boy.
Mahal gets the win on Sami with help from the Bollywood Boys. Yeah, I know they're called the Singh Brothers now, but fuck that.
Yeah.
The Bollywood Boys is
maybe
much better.
they're singing a different tune.
Another foreign tag team that as soon as they turn bad, they just go by their real last names.
Yes. Come to India.
I know the Usos aren't really their last names, but in the show they are.
Wait, are you serious, Oos?
But they're
You're joking, right, Oos?
they're bad Samoans, so they're the Usos. The Shining Stars are bad Puerto Ricans, so they're the Colons. And these guys are bad Indians, so they're the Singh brothers. No more Bollywood Boys.
All right.
I don't know. But Mahal even needs help to beat Sami Zayn.
Of course.
How does he even have a chance agast Randy
Well,
Orton?
you know what his record against Sami Zayn? He's like his fucking kryptonite.
Exactly. Yeah, he is.
It's like, no, not Sami Zayn.
But at least have him redeem himself in some way by beating Sami legit.
How does he have the power of the smell of a taxi cab?
Right. Oh, boy. So backstage, Becky walks up to the new super heel team of Natalya.
You mean the welcoming committee?
The welcoming committee. The welcoming committee.
Hey, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
You know, Natalya, Carmella, Tamina, and Ellsworth. Natalya tells Becky that she should be getting title matches instead of Charlotte, and then she asks Becky to join their group, and Becky tells them that she'll think about it. Dun, dun, dun. I guess we'll see. A little too obvious there.
No.
Then we go to Ziggler backstage, and Dolph is telling a bunch of random people.
Random ass fucking people.
That we've never. He's like, who the fuck is this Nakamura guy? This fucking guy doesn't deserve to be here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're just
Who
like,
the fuck were those
and
people?
they're just like eating. They're
Yeah.
like, shut up, I'm hungry.
Why is he talking so much?
Exactly. And he also says Shane and Daniel Bryan are idiots. But then Shane hears that. He walks up and tells Ziggler that, you know who Nakamura is. He introduced you last week. And Ziggler's like, yeah, he had a cool entrance. That's about it.
Yeah.
And then he mentions that he's facing Sin Cara. And he says, I wouldn't want to be Sin Cara tonight after what I do to him. So, yeah. But first we have
just wouldn't want to be Sin Cara.
Yeah. First we have Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. Wasn't this Dillinger's last match? Wasn't his second match against Aiden English?
I think so.
And now his third match is against Aiden English.
That's his.
They're already out of ideas for what to do with Ty Dillinger.
Yes.
What? Okay. So Dillinger gets the win with a new variation of the tiebreaker. They made him change it up. Maybe it's because of because Styles does it.
Yes.
As like a setup move.
Yes.
Okay.
He just does it as a normal move.
Well, this is definitely not going to pin you, but I'm just going to do it to hurt you.
I know, if other guys do it, it pins you.
Yes.
But I'm not going to pin you with it.
Right. So after the match, Renee starts to interview Jericho when Aiden English walks up crying about his loss. So Jericho puts him on the list, and he cries even more.
But he says there's no crying in wrestling.
Yeah. It's like a League of Our Own.
Yes.
There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was good.
But what is that going to be his gimmick now that he cries?
He's a fucking crybaby.
He just sings and then
He
cries.
sings and then cries. He's like one of those weird people who feel bad after sex.
Exactly.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
No.
So then Jericho puts Renee on the list as well because, fuck you, Renee, right?
Yeah.
But really usually she dresses stupid, but she actually looked pretty good
Sure.
that night. She had her hair down, and all that stuff was good.
If you like people who dress.
I just felt happy for Dean. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Good for Dean.
Getting it in.
Because, he's probably just like, when they're at home, he's like, come on, put that bun down. Because, when Claudia has the bun, I'm like, guys don't like the bun.
No.
Do you don't like the bun? If you have it in for a second, just to, take it out and do, the waving your hair around and, that old slow motion sexy thing from the movies.
A wise poet once said, my anaconda don't want none. If you got a bun, hun.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
That's funny. That's pretty good. My anaconda don't. Yeah, that's good. Oh,
if you
boy.
got a bun, hun.
Oh, my God. Naomi and Charlotte versus Natalya and Carmella. Oh, my God. Look at this match. So before the match, Dasha Fuentes interviews Charlotte. When the bad girls show up, the welcoming committee show up.
Thank you.
And attack her. And Charlotte's too injured to compete, so the match starts without her. But then she does come out halfway into the match.
Oh, okay.
And she gets the hot tag from Naomi.
Sure.
At the end, though, Ellsworth distracts Naomi, and Carmella gets the fruit roll-up victory. Which, as we know, the fruit roll-up is... a fruit roll-up, it's way more devastating than any finisher.
It is.
In the history of wrestling. If you could just distract someone for a second just to go, what?
If someone pulled me down to the ground,
yeah.
What do? You're disoriented. You're like a turtle.
Right.
Yeah.
Because getting a finisher that knocks you out, that's not surprising.
No.
Because you could wake up at 2.5 seconds and then lift your arm.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a surprise, you're so discombobulated and you're just like, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Oh, the match is over.
It's like it's real mind boggling. When your thoughts get trapped in a bottle.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I think what happened with Naomi, she was like, oh, God, what that? Oh, it's Ellsworth. Oh, God, he's so ugly. Oh, God, no, make it stop, make it
stop. Who up in the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah. Oh, boy. So then after the match, Becky runs out and tells the welcoming committee that she's in, and they all shake hands. And then she goes for a hug on Ellsworth, but then she just throws Ellsworth into all of them. She should have suplexed them,
Yeah.
He
only weighs like 15 pounds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she throws him into all three of them, and they fight. Tamina ends up super kicking Becky, so the welcoming committee stands tall. Okay.
And that's the end of SmackDown, right?
I wish. Next up, we have Dolph Ziggler versus Sin Cara.
Oh, okay.
Ziggler wins with a super kick. He actually got a win for once.
Wait, what?
Because when you fight
that
Sin
doesn't
Cara.
happen.
So, now I'm convinced he could beat Nakamura at Backlash. Because he beat Sin Cara.
Yeah, there it is. Sold.
That'll do it. And then, we do see another video package for Lana. Because Lana is coming soon. Mm-hmm. She's still coming.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That's great.
And then we get the series premiere of The Fashion Files.
Is that like Justice Files or Forensic Files?
Forensic Files.
Yeah.
Well, what's the show? The glung glung. It was that
Law and Order.
Law and Order. It was because that's they had that sounder to it, and the text of Fashion Files looked like that one. So
okay.
So Breezango are at a police station, and they go over the Usos files, and it was just really
probably like this sick too.
Huh?
It's probably like this sick too.
Exactly.
Oos.
Yeah, Oos. And they say they'll beat him at Backlash.
They're heels, so they have to have a big rap sheet.
The Usos, yeah, of course.
Once
because
they turn face, though, that
because Breezango, they're all they're faces now.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. I guess becoming the number one contenders made them faces.
Yeah, that's how it works.
There's just no explanation for why they like the crowd now.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of it, they do get a phone call, or they get a call for a disturbance. So take a listen to this.
We got a fashion ballot book around the and flip-flops. Repeat, socks and flip-flops. Never ends. Here we go again. Let's get to work. Come on.
Ralph, and off, Brazongo. We got
what is this, Dragnet?
It's like someone from like the 1930s.
Now listen here, see?
Yeah. Oh, it's got someone with flip flops and socks on the boardwalk. See? You got to go get them, Brazongo. Oh my God, the city would be useless without you, Brazongo.
You know, I'll agree with that. Socks and flip flops, get them the fuck out of here.
Sure, yeah. But you think they're gonna beat the Usos at Backlash?
Oh,
No?
no.
Oh, I
There's
feel like
no
they have
way.
to, right?
They have to drag this out for another month or two.
Wait, when's SummerSlam again? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
August.
So main event time, Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. title with AJ Styles banned from ringside.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. So Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho, just like he did at Payback. But this time, KO makes it to the ropes with the finger of Owens. Finger me, man. I don't know. Finger me, man.
That was good.
But no, that was that Payback when he did the finger thing again. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Owens then DDTs Jericho outside the ring, which will haunt Jericho for the rest of the match. He continues to sell his neck and head for the rest of the match because of that DDT. Owens then hits the pop-up powerbomb and pins Y2J to reclaim his United States Championship. Look, it was pretty obvious for a bunch of reasons. We know Jericho's going on tour.
Yes.
And okay, you can make the argument that, you know, oh, he could be a part-time champion just like Lesnar too. You could maybe make that argument. But Kevin Owens just got that new KO shirt with the American flag on it.
Yeah.
He still comes out as the face of America, so you know he's going to win it back.
Yes.
It's just like when John Cena was going to fight Rollins at SummerSlam and for the WWE Championship, but then right like 2 weeks before the match he comes back and he's got his new, like, Cena's wearing a new shirt that says like 15-time champion.
Yeah.
You can't sell that shirt if he wins if he wins at SummerSlam anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck's going to buy that shirt?
Yeah.
So yeah. So Owens gets his belt back. After the match, a couple of medics come to check on Jericho since he's holding his neck. Kevin Owens gets back in the ring and gives his former best friend another pop-up powerbomb. What?
That used to be your best friend.
Why did you do that? Owens then puts a chair on Jericho's neck because it was the chair of Jericho. And then he throws him into the barricade. Or not the barricade, the ring post.
The ring post.
He throws him into the ring post. So see you in July,
and
baby.
He broke his neck, man.
Broke my neck, man. Yeah. So we'll see you in July, Jericho, hopefully.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Also, the main champ wasn't on the show. What is this, Monday Night Raw?
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah.
What, is Orton on vacation? He's stuck in the House of Whores match?
The House of Whores match.
The House of Whores. Jeez.
Yeah.
Randy Orton can't even be on the show? Oh, God. All right. All right. Bad shows all around.
Yeah.
So let's give some awards for those bad shows. Who was your worst dressed?
Sweep it, Sin Cara.
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara.
Holy, what is he? He looks like a tiny Godzilla, but like not in a good way.
Yeah.
You remember the Godzilla with Matthew Broderick when there were a bunch of tiny Godzillas? That's what he looked like.
Yeah.
He looked like a tiny Godzilla. Best dressed?
Best dress, Sasha Banks.
All right, Sasha Banks. She's
All right.
always good. I had Alexa Bliss.
Okay. She was a close second.
Yes. Worst acting?
Blah, 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 blah. Dolph Ziggler?
Dolph Ziggler.
Talking to a bunch of random
Oh,
nobodies.
yeah, hey, this guy.
Who the fuck is this? Suzuki Nakamura.
What's so much with Feed him a Negro?
Hey, why am I Andrew Dice Clay?
Why am I the Fonz?
Yeah.
I had TJ Perkins or PJ Twerkins
TJ
or
Twerkins.
TJP, whatever the fuck they want to call him.
Yeah.
By the way, Josh Reese, if you're listening or watching, you told me that he said in an interview that he's not doing the dab anymore now that he's a heel. Well, he still did the dab.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
He's still dabbing, Josh.
So he's trolling us.
Yeah. And you're trolling us.
I guess. He was all in on it.
Freaking
He knew.
Mark.
Best acting?
Sweep It, Alexa Bliss.
Okay, that's fine. But I went with Ambrose because he was funny.
Okay.
He was,
all right. I respect your decision.
I mean, he was the entertainment of Raw.
He was.
You know, he was the comedic relief.
Alexa Bliss was on fire, though.
She was.
Yeah.
But he was a comedic relief that Raw needed
Yes,
for the rest of the show because you were tortured. Worst comment?
Worst comment? The ref didn't see it. He's blinded.
Yeah. Sweep it.
Okay.
Best comment?
It's a show of Jericho. Smack it down, man.
Very good.
What was
I
yours?
had Back to You, Gorilla
Okay.
by Ambrose. I
like
that.
it.
Like the throwback.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are both good.
No, did you like that one or Back to You, Gene and
I like
Bobby?
the Gorilla the most.
Okay.
For some reason.
All right.
I don't know why.
I like it.
Worst match?
Raw women's tag match.
All right. I had the Cruiserweight tag match.
Okay.
Super slow-mo match.
Cruz versus Slater.
Cruz versus Slater. I had Naomi and Charlotte versus Natalya and Carmella just because there were like 2 commercial breaks in that fucking match.
Yeah.
And best match.
Triple threat IC title.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a legit match.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't have the ending we wanted, it was still an entertaining match.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
Worst move.
The botch spot from triple threat match.
Balor and Rollins.
Yeah. Crossbody, right? Yeah, no knee. Yeah, crossbody.
Exactly. I had Mahal's finisher because that's not a finisher
That's-
for a number 1 contender.
That's true.
Not at all.
No.
Best move.
Superplex Falcon Arrow.
That's good. I liked when Balor drop kicked Seth as he was DDTing the Miz.
That was cool. I like that.
Yeah. Worst moment.
2 shows, no champion.
that's definitely bad.
Yeah.
Mine was Rollins and Balor settling for the IC title. Like they come out, they say they want the Universal title, and Ambrose is like, "What about the Intercontinental title?" And they're both like, "Yeah, all right,
Okay.
all right, that sounds good."
Okay.
No, it doesn't sound good.
No.
It doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Best moments.
I went with Jericho's backstage interview with Aiden English and Renee Young.
Okay.
I thought that was funny.
I had Ambrose interviewing Balor.
Okay. Yeah. That was
and
good.
then Elias Sampson showing up, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, I like this guy."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
All right.
so that's all for awards.
Okay.
Now it's time for some breaking news.
Some freaking news.
So, did you hear about X-Pac? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A little about X-Pac.
X-Pac, a.k.a. Sean Waltman, was missing over the weekend after failing to appear at a wrestling show in the UK. So everyone was worried about him, very worried.
Okay.
Well, it turns out he was arrested at LAX and charged with possession and the intent to sell meth and weed. Now,
Shit.
before you give your opinion on this, let's hear X-Pac's explanation of what happened. This is his explanation on the podcast that he does for what is it, After Buzz TV or whatever?
I don't know.
After Buzz? Shit. I
Buzz
forget.
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear, yeah. Here's his explanation of what happened.
What they say was methamphetamine was actually, I've had a yeast infection, believe it or not, for a better part of a year. And I had some Candida cleanse capsules that I got from Vitamin World. And apparently the meth fairy came and turned them into crystal meth.
What the fuck?
The meth fairy came and... Hold on.
It wasn't my fault, officer. It was the meth fairy.
You've had a yeast infection for a year? Go to the hospital. What the hell are you doing?
Oh my god.
A yeast infection?
Are you joking?
So he's claiming that once the lab results come back, he's going to be cleared of all charges.
Okay.
But they also found weed in like chocolate bars. So he had that. So I don't know. The meth fairy came and made it meth. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Oh
So
my
add Jerry the King Lawler to the people who did not enjoy the House of Horrors match at Payback.
Okay.
Lawler said on his podcast that, "I guess my problem was I got my expectations up too high. I guess I expected more scary stuff. I'm not scared of baby dolls." Well, neither are we. Most people aren't scared of baby dolls.
Yeah.
So I think we all agree with Lawler there.
So here's some fun news.
Yeah.
So Payback was in San Jose?
San Jose.
Okay, so the House of Horror match that was in San Jose, right?
Oh yeah, it had to have been, right?
Had to
Because they
have been.
drove to
They
the
drove.
arena. And the funny part was, at the time, it was like 6:30, but for some reason that it was
like-
all nighttime
it
at
was
the house.
pitch dark. Well,
Even though in San Jose it was light out.
are you ready for your mind to be blown?
Yeah.
That house was only 28 hours from San Jose.
Right.
So the house where they filmed the House of Horrors match was actually in Richmond, Missouri.
Yeah.
So it's about 45 minutes from Kansas City.
Was Orton just like, let's do it somewhere near me? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
so
at
I don't
home
have
right
to,
now.
Yeah, I'm at home. I got nothing to do this weekend.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Right.
So interesting enough, the house is actually on sale.
Right.
And it's only $36,000. So hey, listen, we need a studio.
I know, seriously. No, that's immediately what I thought. I was like, oh my God, I want to buy this house.
Right?
And like you just do the podcast
Just
from
do
the
the
house.
podcast from this
house. Now, does it say if it comes with the baby dolls hanging from the ceiling?
It doesn't specify whether you get those baby dolls.
Does it come from the fake refrigerator that Wyatt threw on
That
Randy?
is included with the house.
Does it come with the paper thin walls so we can just throw each other through walls all
Yes,
day long?
It's tagged as an easy remodel.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty
And
funny.
with all the scary writing on the wall too.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
You got anything else?
No, not really.
Well, let's get to rumors.
Zack Ryder to win the Royal Rumble?
Maybe.
Shawn Michaels coming back to join the Bullet Club?
Please God.
John Cena will finally turn heel?
No chance. Undertaker will wrestle for 20 more years? Confirmed. So the current plan for Brock Lesnar is for him to face Braun Strowman at Great Balls of Fire. Sorry, I have to do that every time.
Good.
And then to face Finn Balor at SummerSlam.
Really?
And probably win. Well, obviously he's going to be Strowman, and he's
Yeah.
probably going to beat Balor as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because who needs a champion?
Right.
Yeah. Has it been 30? It's been 30 days, right? When was WrestleMania?
What was the beginning of April? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably like 30 days a day.
Yeah. It's if it's not there, it's very freaking close.
Yeah. Right.
So
I guess he's giving it up on Raw next week.
I hope so. Wait, did he defend it at some obscure house show?
Oh yeah, that must have been it. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. The cop out.
Right. What do you have for rumors?
So yeah, that was my main one. Here's something that was kind of interesting. My mom sent me this.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Eric's mom.
there's a wrestling event in Pawtucket, Rhode Island at McCoy Stadium.
Oh my God. And Lesnar's gonna be there.
And Ric Flair is headlining it.
So is this news or rumors?
Well, it's kind of both because is he going to wrestle?
It doesn't say like who he's facing.
Yeah, it doesn't say like who he's facing. Obviously,
Rhode Island.
it's like a picture from like a few years ago, obviously, because he looks pretty good and pretty, sober there. But yeah, like I don't know if he's wrestling or if he's just going to be like the host or if he's going to do like some dumb squash match.
Gosh.
So yeah,
Please don't wrestle.
Friday, August 4th, Fan Fest and live wrestling.
Don't do it, Flair. Let's remember you how you were.
Yes.
You almost ruined it with TNA.
Crying, begging for Shawn Michaels to kick you in the face.
You almost ruined it with TNA. Thankfully, no one was watching.
Thankfully.
So
it's like it never happened.
Don't ruin it, because then we'll probably see this stupid Rhode Island match on YouTube, and
Yeah.
it'll be locked in our heads like an ISIS video.
Exactly.
And it'll be terrible. Very
Yeah.
traumatic.
Yeah.
Maybe more traumatic than an ISIS video.
I'll agree with that.
right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I got.
This show was worse than an ISIS beheading!
Wow!
Oh!
Yes.
All right, quick rumor segment. We do not have trivia this week, unfortunately. So yeah, let's get to some fan questions then.
Okay.
On to fan questions.
Fan question.
This is from No Way Rich Swan. Can Stone Cold sing Shane McMahon's theme song?
Here comes the money. Here it comes. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar, what? Dollar, dollar, what? Money.
God.
That's all you're going to be doing now for the rest of your life.
I know. And the thing is, I'm like still recovering from doing Stone Cold so much.
Yeah.
I even told Edge and Christian I got a sore throat from it. That's
I heard
true.
that.
Yeah. Brian Johnson, which current wrestler would each of you choose to be your tag partner in a match against each other? So we're fighting, and we each have to choose a tag partner from a current wrestler.
Current wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see who's hot right now. Oh, Jinder Mahal. Geez.
Who's hot right now?
Breezango. These guys are
you get one of them.
These guys are number one contenders.
You gotta choose one of them though.
No, I would. I'd probably go with Kevin Owens.
But I have.
But what?
All right, fine.
Do you want Kevin Owens?
I'll go with Alexa Bliss then, I guess.
Okay.
The
ref said you gotta, do stuff to me or we lose.
I'd choose Bobby Roode.
There
and then
you
we
go.
could both come out with the glorious theme song. And
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Good
stuff.
I have like a black sleeveless shirt and some gym shorts, and I have a beard.
Right. Yeah.
So there it is. And I have a tattoo on my arm.
There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah.
The Jaded Jobbers, what happens to Jinder Mahal after Backlash? He goes back to India, right?
He goes
I mean Canada. Canada.
He goes back to fighting Sami Zayn and losing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Adam Wilson. Andrew, how does it feel to be the undisputed Grand Slam champ of all the What's Wrong with Wrestling championships? I mean, look, it feels great. I still got this title. It's still mine, despite what anyone else thinks. So it feels great. It feels pretty phenomenal.
Next question.
Yeah. What? El Juano, when Matt Hardy eventually uses his broken gimmick, how do you guys suppose he turns broken again?
Well, I ain't one for supposing.
Uh-huh.
I think he'll just start doing it.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I don't think it needs to be a change. It was so natural.
Well, because how did it happen in TNA? He lost the championship, right? And that made him go crazy?
Yeah.
Isn't that what happened? I think
so, yeah.
So
just went crazy.
Right. And I don't want another Jeff and Matt feud. I don't want that. So
yeah.
Hopefully they stay together. Tim Wilson, early predictions for the Hall of Fame next year. He's saying Sid needs to be in. I mean, there's people before Sid that needs to be in. You know? It seems like they're never going to give it to Vader, so I don't I don't know. Who do you think will go in next? The next big name?
Probably Roman Reigns.
Let's see, who could be a downloadable character on WWE 2K17?
Yeah, right.
Or a pre-order. That's what you really have to think about. Who can you pre-order?
Man,
maybe Goldberg? No, seriously. If this is his last match. If he's already wrestled his last match for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. I'm
He'll go in
like
the Hall of
thinking
Fame.
for pre-order.
Oh, the pre-order code, right? Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They already
Who's the next pre-order code?
Yeah, Goldberg could be a good one.
I mean, I don't like Goldberg, but that's probably what they'll do.
Yeah, I think it's time to induct The Rock. I don't think he's going to do any more matches.
No?
No. I think Taker needs to be.
Oh, of course it's going to be Taker. Taker's like the number one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'd probably save Goldberg for another year if they did Taker.
Yeah.
And The Rock for another year if they did Taker. Because
those are all main event.
They would all headline the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm headlining the
Hall of Fame. The fake Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's so fake that there isn't even a location.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jason Deerham, is it possible Vince told creative that he wanted the top indie guy versus Randy, but they misheard and thought he said top Indian guy?
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Narendra Bond, Pushfire Barry, Ambrose as a full-time backstage interviewer, Owens as a full-time commentator, and Reigns as a full-time jobber. I think for once we have to push Reigns.
Yeah.
Because it's full-time jobber.
Full-time jobber, push him.
I don't want Ambrose just as a backstage interviewer, so I'm going to fire that.
Yeah.
And then I'll bury Owens as a full-time commentator, right?
I'll agree with it. I like it.
Clark Kent, Pushfire Barry. This is not an easy one. Natalia, Naomi, Alicia Fox. We have to push one of them.
Naomi, Natalia, and Alicia Fox. Push Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
Fire Natalia.
Yeah.
Bury Naomi.
We do agree on one thing, and that's fire Natalia.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she wrestle Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Instead of Tyson Kidd.
Please.
If we go back in time, put Natalia.
Please tell us why.
And she gets the muscle buster. It gets her. That's mean.
I like it.
Matt Chambers. What 2 stables do you want to see return on each brand, and who leads them? Thank you. Love the show. I want to see new stables, but not the welcoming committee. But I want to see new stables because, like, you could always do a new NWO and a new DX, but it's better to do new stables.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do new stables. And we've talked about this a bunch, like who we would want to see in a stable. Like, I think Rollins, Ziggler, and Zack Ryder could be in a cool stable.
Yeah, I see that.
But, so, I don't know. This is an interesting Twitter name. Brett the Shit.
I already
Brett
like it.
the Shitman Fart.
Brett the Shitman Fart. One Twitter.
If you put an S in front of Hitman, that's my opinion of Bret Hart.
That was a good line by Stone Cold. Brett the Shitman Hart wants to know, why was Jesse the Mind Ventura's show conspiracy theory canceled? You should ask that next week because unfortunately he's not here this week.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it because Joe does it better. So, oh boy, you got any fan questions there?
Pre-show with Renee for Great Balls of Fire. What should be called? What?
The pre-show?
Yeah.
What should the pre-show be called?
Yeah. Blue Balls of Fire.
Blue Balls of Fire.
Yeah, that was from Nate Jeff. Pushfire Barry. This is from Ryan, who makes our championship belts for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pushfire Barry, Punjabi Prison, House of Horrors, and Dog Kennel from Hell.
What the fuck was Dog Kennel from Hell?
I think that was like British Bulldog versus The Undertaker.
And what was it? They were in dog kennels?
I think so. It was like a lowered cage. I don't know.
Was
like
it?
I forget what that one is. Obviously, fire that one because we don't remember it.
Well, but the Punjabi prison?
The House of Horrors?
Khali didn't even fight in the Punjabi prison. So you have to fire that. I don't know.
Yeah.
They all suck. Come on, how are we going to push one of those pieces of shit? This is funny. This is from, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Mayurish Shingor. He lives in India, and he says, Jinder's Canadian. We Indians aren't owning up to him. Like, he says Indians are not high on Jinder Mahal.
Oh, really?
We're still hurting from the ghost of the great Khali. So they don't even like Khali.
Yeah.
But with good reason.
So,
like, do we just like a wrestler if they're white and from America?
So
no, that'd be stupid.
Mahal is their Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but they like, well, I don't know. Some of them like Roman Reigns, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Chris Starr. My phone has issues. Haven't what? Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I asked. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read a question. It was something else.
Yeah. Let's see. Going through the video.
Will the WWE ever change Kurt Angle's entrance music? Crowd
No,
Johnson?
Ever.
I don't
Never.
think so.
Mm-mm.
No. It's too over. It gets the crowd excited. Yeah. Oh, look. Paul Sebastian had your answer for the Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yarp
so
is from the classic.
Yeah,
Hot
I got
Fuzz. Nice.
also Brett Landis on the Facebook video and on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all the fan questions we got?
That's all of them.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Short podcast. Short show.
We can just take it out and jack it. I mean,
like right now?
Yeah,
just
sure.
to prolong the show?
Oh, we can have a Beat the Clock Challenge title match.
I know! And I was using my right hand.
Yeah, I was using my left.
Oh, man.
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe?
Fuck that up.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you spy on our podcast.
Make sure you spy on our podcast.
Make sure you subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and give us a 5-star review. If you don't have an iPhone, you can listen to us on the Podbean app. You can also watch the show at youtube.com/What's Wrong With Wrestling. Check out our website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. You can also follow me on Twitter at Andrew Bizzano. Eric is at Eric What's Wrong on Twitter. And E is for Awesome on Instagram. And make sure you head to prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong With Wrestling to check out our new t-shirts. Only $19.99, so buy one today. Three. Buy all three.
Buy all three of them.
You can also donate to the show at patreon.com.
Look, if you buy two, you get one for full price.
Exactly. Yeah. Wait, let me do the math. Yes, that's true.
Judges? Okay.
Yeah. You can also donate to the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong With Wrestling. So there you go.
There it is.
Yeah. That's the show.
That's the show without Joe.
Without
now you know.
Joe. Now you know. Oh, boy. Alrighty
I'm
then.
so humble.
Exactly.
I watched the movie Popstar the other day.
Popstar is a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Let's just talk about what movies we
What's
like.
not wrong with Popstar? Yeah.
Everything.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess, what do we got? Like 7 weeks till Backlash? Please?
No.
No, it's only like 3 weeks, right?
2 more shows, right?
Yeah, I think
Two more episodes
and
till Backlash.
there's only like 1 or 2 matches announced.
Yeah, I'm more looking forward to NXT.
Tag match,
Takeover.
US title match, a women's title match. I guess that's going to be Charlotte and
Maybe.
Naomi.
It might
I don't
just
know.
be a 3-on-3 tag match.
The
you
welcoming committee versus the glowing committee. I don't know.
know? Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, it's going to be a CBN, NCB, something like that.
UPN?
I don't know about you. No, I'm more, but hey, at least there's going to be a takeover the night before Backlash.
Is there?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's going to be good, hopefully.
That's right. Takeover Chicago.
Takeover Chicago.
Chicago.
That's what you really want to see.
Yeah.
Not this Backlash bullshit.
No.
So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
We'll try to keep everyone updated if we're going to Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
If anyone happens to be going.
Yeah, we do have a couple months, so yeah.
Try to meet up with you. What is it, July 9th?
Something like that. Great Balls of Fire. Make sure, that's really, you got to make sure you wash your balls.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will catch on fire.
They will. There once was a man from Batras whose balls were made of fine brass.
Yes.
And in stormy weather, they both clanged together and sparks flew out of his ass.
And how did he fix that? Because I'm asking for a friend. Are you tired of being tired? Yeah, so am I. Thankfully, Legion Athletics is here for you. They offer a pre-workout supplement called Pulse, which increases energy, improves mood, and reduces fatigue without the unwanted side effects or the dreaded post-workout crash. It's naturally sweetened and comes in 5 different flavors. They got fruit punch, blue raspberry, watermelon, green apple, and grape.
So if you want to stop feeling like a piece of trash
and instead feel focused, tireless, and powerful in your workouts while saying goodbye to those pre-workout jitters, upset stomachs, and crashes for good, then you're going to want to give Pulse a try today. So go to legionathletics.com and use the coupon code WWE Recap to get an extra 10% off your order. Oh, and don't worry about shipping fees because there are none. It's free, baby. So get your ass to legionathletics.com and use the coupon code WWE Recap.